Woohoo!
Oh, I get a funny feeling inside of me, just walking up and down. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town.
Welcome back to Big Hal the Nerd and today's end of season episode of the London Journeyman as we finished season 2 with Leyton Orient. We won the league. We won the league. I'd say that's a canter. Wasn't that a canter really, was it? It was quite difficult. We came top by 3 points. That's enough though. So automatic promotion. We now go up to not Vanarama, Skybet League 2. Very exciting times. And we are going to look through how the season went. We were in for, what did we have? 30 odd games. We came in game 16 or something like that. And we stormed the league. We lost 1 game, last game of the season, because the players just gave up. And now we need to make sure we have a strong enough squad for Skybet League 2. So we've got wage budget to spend. We've got 20, we're currently spending 40 grand. Wage budget goes up to 57. How's that 21 then? That doesn't make sense. But we've got wage budget to spend on players if needs be. I'd like to keep a lot of the team in if we can, but we will always look to move things forward. The club has no money, minus £500,000 currently. So we need to make sure that we are trying to come way underneath the wage budget to help boost the results. The expenditure is not matching the income. Leyton Orient, I'm sure, have had problems with this in the past. So we need to do our best to help lift the club. It means we're not going to get any coaching badges. We're not going to get any improved facilities. So we kind of going to have to work with what we got. It's going to be a challenge. So we'll go through, have a look at the stats rather than the attributes of each of the players, the key ones for their positions, see how they got on, see if we can spot any holes in the team, discuss who I'm going to go and look at over the off-season, over the summer period, what positions we're going to look for. And then next episode will be the start of season 3 and our first season in the Skybet League 2. I'm going to get used to not saying Vanarama National. So let's start with the goalkeepers then. Alex Palmer was our main man. Will continue. He has very good attributes for a goalie. Generally could be better, but we can work on that. If you look at that, everything's over 10, which is good. I might need to change the colouring slightly. I need to up things from 10. Maybe bring a little cheeky 15 in there. So he is very good as a goalie, does the role. Let's have a look, though, at his performance. So for goalkeepers, I just come into the stat screen here and have a look at the bits down here. So he played 45, conceded 45. That's actually quite good, considering he conceded a lot more before. 16 clean sheets. Not bad, actually. Usually, like a 1-for-1 isn't bad for goalies at all. I don't think I've very rarely ever got a 1-for-1. So that's the thing here. Shots say, see, goal conceded, yeah, 0.96 in games played. Very, very good. So he faced 160 shots, saved 71%. That's okay, could be better. Held only 47, never good. I like it when keepers hold the ball rather than parry. So we got to watch that. Clean sheets per games played, 18 clean sheets over 49 games, not bad. Goals, like I said, goal conceded, very good. And shot saved 2 a game. So he's taken 2 shots and letting in 1 of them. So that ratio could be better again as well. But yes, very rare to see 45-45. So our defense is strong. That is good. We then have 7 key passes. Bloody hell, that's good. He's made 1,000 passes, 70% pass rate. It's pretty good. We'll look at the tactic and maybe have him plying out from the back so he's not humping the ball forward. And that will bring that up. But that all just depends on style. Not so worried about the passes unless you're playing longer balls with the goalie and you want to see how he's getting on. And key tackles will only be if you've got a sweeper goalie, and he is really far out. But yeah, I'm happy with Alex Palmer. Don't think I'm going to do anything in goal. He's pretty good. Yeah, he's only 23, so he could be going a long time. He's got the potential to go all the way, and we're going to give him the game time. So yeah, let's keep him there. So let's now move on to the defenders. So the defenders then. Who have we got? So if we're looking at... Look at this nice young squad, actually looking at the times there. So ability. Top ability is Juanma. Still has been caught up though by Sam Ling. In one season, Sam Ling has come from a 2-star to a 4-star. Absolutely superb. He's probably had the best season of the defenders. Dan Happ up there. Dan Happ actually above Coulson and Marvin, which is interesting in ability or potential judged by our coaches. But interesting to see he's come up because he'll be fighting in for position, the 21-year-old. With Coulson, Captain Coulson, 31. But we're looking to play him a little bit less in this league. He's also he's got a recurring injury that knocks him out for like months at a time. So yeah, Dan Happ may be the replacement we always needed. That will save us some money. So that's the ability. Let's have a look at the potential. William Sanders is there. He's the guy that we've brought up. He is a central midfielder. We need to decide where we're going to play him. Whether he is going to be just a defender. Because he's got that passing in there. It makes me, and his heading's not as good. Makes me think he's going to be a better DM than he is going to be a defender. He's got good decision making though, good concentration for an 18-year-old. Very quick as well. I'll have a look at him because he would make a very good ball. Maybe he could make a very good ball playing defender, couldn't he? But he naturally is a central midfielder, which makes me want to play him. He's only 5'8". Can he jump? No, his jump and reach is 6. See, I'm learning. You guys have told me off. Don't make a centre back who can't jump. Okay, he may sit in a midfield role, maybe a DM role, sweep up the line there. But he's the highest potential. Dan Happ's second, so he's probably going to be our centre back that we play going forward. Derek Connolly, another youngster, right back. That's good. We've got backup there. Miles Judd is in there. He's the good backup. How old's Miles Judd then? 21. He had a good few games when he came on. Ryan O'Sullivan, or Rhiannon O'Sullivan, sorry, on the left. So we've got, and Mark McGuinness. So we've got backup in youth, which is what we need for this save. We're not going to have a lot of money. Like I said, we want to keep the wage budget tight. So can we fill our bench with youngsters? The answer to that is yes. We've got Dan Happy's going to go in the first team. Connolly on the left. Sullivan on the right. Miles Judd who can play left and right. And then Mark McGuinness to play second fiddle as well. It's a very good depth from the goalies, from the defenders. If we look at best average rating, Mark McGuinness actually got the highest at 7.2 from his 4 appearances. He's shown he means business. Juanma after that. Juanma actually got average rating of 7.15 overall. He was very quiet, I found, because then I was playing him as an attacking fullback. But okay, Samling after that, Hap after that, then Marvin and Coulson. Interesting. Hap up there again. Like, keeping my eyes on him. Distance covered, I don't really mind so much about that. Tackles a 1 ratio. Let's talk about the real guys. Mark McGuinness, 100%. Go on, my son. Hap up there, 94%. Coulson, the next one at 88. So Hap played 12 games. 94% tackle win ratio, and everyone else is way down. Marvin down at 81, and Coulson at 88. Usually you want one defender that can head and one defender that can tackle, and they usually work it out between themselves. If we have a look at tackles per game, Derek's up and Mark McGuinness again. Go on, son. Played 4 games and he was all over there. He was in there. Yalan Abayo up there. It's good to see the defensive midfielder making the tackles. Juanma. Samling to the wide men making the tackles, and it looks like then the DM's kind of getting involved and making a lot of the tackles as well. Coulson and Marvin putting in only 2, just over 1 and over 2, and they're not winning them, which isn't great. Any fouls? Bayo throwing a load in. Juanma and Samling, the wide men I'm okay with. Coulson and Marvin, fairly comparable. Although Marvin, actually, Coulson throwing 42 and only played 38 games. Marvin played 50 and he put in 32. So Coulson, maybe Captain Coulson is going to start to step back a little bit here. Interceptions per game. Mark McGuinness up there again. His 4 appearances. He played obviously stellar in those performances. Yana Bayo up there. Good. Interceptions. That's what we want a DM to do. Then Marvin. So that's when Marvin comes in. Coulson. And Hap down at 1.15. So yeah. Hap waits and makes the tackles. Marvin and Josh read the game and get inside and pick up the ball before tackle is required. Some would say better defending. Header 1 percentage, Marvin tops it. That's good. Coulson and Hap fairly comparable. Headers 1 per game. Yes, Marvin. McGuinness up there. I'm not loving McGuinness. Coulson 4.15. Hap not great at heading. So there we go. That's where Hap is let down. Not a great header of the ball. We need to work on that with him. What's he jumping? Reached 15. No, heading only 8. So we'll put him on special training for the heading. Mistakes leading to goals. Samling and Marvin. Marvin, the central defender maker one's not good. But seeing only 2 from our defenders is bloody good for a season. And then assists, the big one. Juanma 5. Samling 10. Double the amount of assists in 5 less games. Played a match 4 times each. Brophy got 5 as well when he came on the left-hand side. But yeah, Juanma, like I say, got highest rating. But I didn't think was that great going forward, which is what we have our wingers doing. And if you look at across his completion ratio, Brophy, Juanma and Samling, 16% is actually not bad for a wing back, especially they're the main outlet of the crosses. Actually, they put a lot of crosses in. Quite happy with that actually. All fairly comparable. Miles up there as well. Rian a little bit further off. So defender wise, I think we're happy. We've got, let's put it in ability. We've got our left and right back. There's no reason to change. There's such a young team. Samling and Juanma, both 23, will stay in. Hap will come in, I think, for Coulson. Or definitely rotate with him more, with Marvin sticking on as well. Marvin's only 24. So we've got very good young defence. We've then got, like I say, Connolly. Brophy maybe will move out. We'll look at what Brophy can do, or he'll move up as a left winger. But yeah, we've got Connolly, Judd, Rhiannon O'Sullivan, and then Sanders will move out, and McGuinness. Good enough backup. So defenders, happy with. Now let's move on to the midfield 3. So if we have a look at midfielders here, we'll have to take out... So we got to put DMs in. If I take out DMs, will it lose any... Oh, damn, it does. Okay, so we'll have to just ignore the fullbacks because they come through as defensive midfielders. Very annoying. So in ability terms, we've got the highest one who's up there, Matty Smith. We don't really want to look at him yet. Ryan Dow did play a few games at midfield centre. So we need to look at whether he actually fits being a winger or whether he does fit being an advanced playmaker, because he didn't do a bad job there. But highest in terms of ability, Dale Gorman. The guy that I don't know whether I want to play him as a DM or a midfield centre, because he's a ball-winning midfielder in the middle of the park and I don't really need one. But he's got a lot of good attributes in there, a lot of 10s across the board. It means I think I can give him a meatier role to learn. Like, he can cross, he can dribble, he's got decent first touch. Long shot certainly, but marking, passing, tackling is good, technique's good, work rate's good. Mentals are pretty much off the chain. Got good concentration, so he makes a good defensive player because he's got good anticipation, bravery and concentration. Aggression's a little bit high, but okay. He's off the ball, works as well. Vision's good. I feel like he's a better DLP. We'll find a role for him, but he may become the first choice DM, where we make the DM role a little bit more dynamic than what it is at the moment, which is just a defensive role. He's the highest then. Dale Gorman. Dan Phillips is then the next one. He is the 19-year-old. He was pretty good. He's got very limited stats, as we can see. He's a central midfielder attack. We need to train him a little bit more. So he's got good first touch, good passing, good technique. Long shot's okay. Leadership is good. Teamwork, work rate's good. Composure, decision. So he's got some good stats in there. Good physicals. Good attributes. Sorry, not stats. Oh, bloody hell, I've got it wrong. Play short, simple passes. So I need to work out what he's going to do. I need to work out the midfield 3 roles. What they're going to be. Because they didn't match the players we had. I think we'll probably need a central midfielder at some point, and that will then shape how the other roles go. But I'd love to give Daniel Phillips in. He was Fans Player of the Year, I believe. We'll have a look at that after we go through this piece. So he needs to find a role. We'll just have a look at where his attributes match the player roles and see if we can find the perfect one for Mr. Daniel Phillips. But he is pretty good. And then Yanni Bauer's down at 3. So Tom Holland down at 2.5. Charlie Cooper 2.5. So we are, and then William Sanders coming in, 1.5 stars. So we are kind of struggling with the midfield. That is an area we will look to improve. William Sanders is a potential 5-star. Who else? Then it's Phillips. And then even Gorman's not, he's only a 4-star. So I think Gorman's going to drop into that holding role. I do like Yelana Bayo, but he was out for quite a bit this season, and we weren't really impacted with him not there. But we'll see how the stats change that. And then Tom Holland and Charlie Cooper just kind of, they're both 23 now. They're past where they're just growing into roles. Not sure they're going to cut the mustard. Average rating overall, Daniel Phillips tops, which is good. Charlie Cooper was up there, which is good, over 7, and Dale Gorman over 7. Everyone else doesn't really matter. If we look at goals from midfield, Phillips had 8. See, that's why he's very good attacking. I feel like he should be attacking Mitzala. Gorman had 3, not bad. Holland Bayer, a few assists coming from midfield. We had Gorman on 8. So yes, he can play an assist. So he was playing in an AP role, but he's more defensive minded, which makes me think I'm essentially just trying to create him into a new Tonali. Can I train him as a Regista or a DLP where he's playing, like, using the vision, but he's tackling, but then winning the ball back, using the vision to play beautiful through balls to the attacking players? Because that would be really good. If Gorman could step into that role, he'd have a place for a long time in this team. Cooper then had 5. Daniel Phillips 4 assists. No goals. Bayo 4. So we had quite a few assists coming from midfield, actually, which is good. Sometimes you struggle to get assists from midfield. Assists per 90 minutes. Gorman 0.25. 0.24 for Cooper. Phillips 0.13. Phillips could work. He's got more goals, but could work on his assists. Chances created per 90 minutes. I like this one. Tom Holland 1. That's good. 20 games. Highest amount. Dale Gorman up there again. I say Gorman is very good then. He was in that AP role, so that should have been a role he was going for. But yeah, I think we'll bring in a proper AP, drop him into a DLP role or a G-star role in that holding, and then maybe a Metzala. Or maybe we need a box-to-box alongside him. Metzala on attack, a DLP or a G-star, and then a box-to-box someone's going to get forward. We'll look for who we can get in central midfield, but I feel like I'm shying towards bringing someone in. Key passes. Cooper was up there. Phillips was up there. Gorman was up there. So Cooper coming out good on the stat. If we're going to keep Cooper or Holland, it seems like it is going to be Cooper that would be the one that stays. He's performed well. Don't really care about dribbles. crosses. Oh, Tom Holland then comes out of nowhere on crosses. Brilliant. Tackles. Cooper up there again. Interceptions per 90 minutes. Yalana does a great job. Gorman I wouldn't expect to because I wasn't playing him in those roles. And then shots on target. Phillips, 39. Yeah. Mistakes leading to goal. No one from midfield. Good. Overall mistakes. No one really standing out. Phillips making more. He played 30 games, making a lot more than the rest of the midfielders. But he's the attacking midfielder, so kind of okay with that. Kind of okay. So that's the midfield then. Like I said, we've got problems. Gorman, I think, will go DM. Phillips will have a role because I like him and he's fans player. And then that leaves one spare role with probably Tom Holland leaving if I can get rid of him. Cooper staying on as backup. Haven't really, and then Sanders will be in there as our youngster. Haven't got a lot of good youth to cover in these roles, which will be a problem. So I won't get rid of Holland until we know we've got some cover for some of these. I'd like to bring in some youngsters. We may have a look in the under 23s and under 18s, see if there's anyone that shines in those roles. But otherwise, we'll go out into the transfer market and pay no money for people. Just bring in some free contractors. So that's the midfield three. Let's now look at the attacking, the spearhead of the team. My strikers and attacking midfielders. This is a much shorter list. One, that's a big worry. So if we have a look at ability, straight up there, Josh Koroma wanted to leave. We're going to try and sign him a nice long contract. 21, key player, 4.5-star ability, potential to go all the way for us. Just an absolute beast. Jaden Phillips, next, 19-year-old, hit and miss. I'll have a look at the strikers. They score goals. Can't work out whether Macaulay Bonne or Jaden Phillips are best. They kept scoring, really, as they were being subbed. When they were subbed on, that's when they were scoring goals. So that's kind of annoying. Macaulay Bonne was next. Can he be reused as a winger if he's not going to be used as a striker? Matty Smith behind him. Very strong in attack. If you look at potential, Koroma's up there well. Jaden Phillips, Matty Smith. So it's the same list for them. Again, very young for who they are. Ryan Dow sitting at the bottom of the list at the moment. But does he jump up? Because he could easily be thrown into the midfield and dropped out of this area. The problem is we got, well, not the problem, one area I think we need to improve on. We've got, what is it, 3 attacking roles. We've got the striker and the 2 inside forwards. And we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. So we only have 1 sub for each. It's not a lot of cover. But if you look at average rating, Matty Smith and Koroma dragged us through that season. I think they definitely were performers for us. Total goals, Koroma got the most. Macaulay Bonne second with 16. Jaden Phillips 12. Not too far off the pace considering he scored 12 goals in 16 appearances. Macaulay Bonne scored 16 in 37. So it would say Jaden is good enough. Jaden can play, Jaden can score. Maybe I just need to find the right role for him and give him some game time. Put some, what's the word I'm looking for? Trust in my youngster. Goals per 90 minutes. Yeah, Jaden Phillips straight to the top. 0.62. Koroma 0.5. Bonne 0.47. Matty Smith down there. Shots on target. Jaden Phillips top. Matty Smith second. Macaulay Bonne third. Shots per 90 minutes. Oh, shots on target per 90 minutes. Sorry, Macaulay Bonne though. Shots on target per 90 minutes. So he took less shots. But when he did, they were on target. Koroma next. Jaden Phillips down at 1.24. So maybe he just needs to learn to call it. Macaulay Bonne did get 7 assists. He would have had some of those from the wide areas though when he played as a winger. Matty Smith on 7. Koroma down on 4. So not a lot coming from the wide players, but they are both inside forwards. Assists per 90 minutes. James Brophy jumps to the top. Yeah, Brophy's there. So Brophy, he is part of that 6 I was talking about. He does need to stop being a defender now, start being a winger, because we can't afford to have him as a defender. Assists per 90 minutes. Matty Smith's up there. Jaden Phillips down the bottom. But if I have a striker that scores lots of goals, I think I'd rather him do that than get assists. Chance created. Ryan Dow, see, 0.78. Matty Smith not far behind. We need a Ryan Dow somewhere in the team. Headers 1. I care less about that, but that means in the box. So Jaden does not win headers. How big is he? Is he rapid? He's 5'11". He's not that small. Jump and reach 7 though. Macaulay Bonne. Heading 12. Jump and reach 11. Oh, he's 5'11" as well. He's heading straight. Oh, he's heading 10. It shouldn't be bad. But he's not... Oh, pass from Mike, sorry. He's not winning headers. So maybe we look at how the crosses come into the box. Because he's quick over the top. Key passes. Ryan Dow again up there. And then cross completion. Macaulay Bonne 30%. 23 from Matty Smith. 21 from Ryan Doe. Brophy 19. 18 from Koroma. That was good. But then playing the matches. Smashes it out of the park. The Sierra Leonean. So I think I'm happy. I think I am happy. Macaulay Bonne, good. Jaden Phillips will probably put out as the first choice. Mokolibon behind and have him training as a winger just so he's got some cover. Karoma, I'm going to try and tie down on contract. Matty Smith, very happy with as well. 23-year-old, got no issues there. Ryan Dow, we'll decide what we do with. And James Brophy, we need to start training as a winger. So he is definitely in the attacking third rather than defensive. Ryan Dow would be a good... See, if Macaulay Bonne can play back up to Matty Smith, then Ryan Dow we could drop back, but then we need to bring in some wingers. We need to bring in some young wingers with some good potential to fill out that team. So that's that. That's the team list. We're good at lots of stuff, which is nice. We're bad at lots of stuff. I'll have a look through here. I don't think I'm going to change formation. I like this formation. It fits the players we have. It fits what we've got in. It did so well for us this season. I can't see a reason to change it. So we may just tweak some of the roles. Ball and midfielder in here will likely change, which means these will likely change. The CMs and the APs. But the rest of it, I think, will stay the same. And we will just have to see what happens. See who I can get in the summer window. A good central midfielder, more attacking minded. We'll need to go in there. And wide players with good... It could be a striker as well, but wide players, inside forwards or strikers with very good potential who can come in and play second fiddle to the guys that we have. So that's the team I'm done. That's what I'm going to go and do on the off-season. We've had the end-of-season team meeting. We've had the end-of-season confidence review. We said that we're going to be we're going to be better than a relegation battle. We're going to beat relegation, but we're not going to push for mid-table. Just beating relegation is happy for us. Team seemed happy with that. Squad dynamics, Coulson and Bon are the team leaders, so don't want to do too much with them. Brill's going to leave because he's highly influential, but he's the goalkeeping coach. He's on a lot of money, and he's not a very good coach. So he's going to go, which leaves Marvin, Dale, Samling, and Juanma, who aren't going anywhere either. So we keep a good core in our dynamics, which is nice. Season review, everybody loved us. Look at this season review. Slowly. Where was it I came in? 16th there. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Da-da-da. Yes. Average attendance was only just shy of 5,000. 50% full, so we have room to grow there. That's good. Don't really care about how many players we used. End of season awards. Daniel Phillips, player, Juanma and Josh Croma. You need to keep those guys. Young signing in of the, or young player of the season. Sorry, Phillips. No signing in the season because I don't think we signed anyone. And overall, best 11 is our team, bar this guy who's at Levi Lumeka, who's at Crystal Palace. So if he's good, he's been going out. Oh, so he's on loan last season. Oh, that's why he's in the first team. He's on loan to us from Crystal Palace. We may look and try and get a... Joby McAnuff's in there as well. Joby McAnuff. Play for West Ham for a bit. Play for MK Dons. I love Joby McAnuff. Sorry, I got well distracted. Other than that, that's our team. We'll have a look at what we can do on finances. We're going to try and get some affiliate clubs in to give us some money because we've got no money. So we're going to buy a few players. Most of them are going to be young. Most of them are going to be cheap. We're going to lock down some longer contracts with some of our better players because now we can sign them for longer because we're in a better league. And I will see you back for the start of Season 3 in this Journeyman. I hope you're hyped. I'm pretty hyped. Let me know down below what you think of my suggestions for players and where to look and any suggestions you may have. And I will see you back next time. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.